announced my pregnancy after 7 years plus and said in that video with my husband that we did IVF 3 times that failed. A lot of people were surprised, especially people living in Italy. And since then, I have constantly received DM, private message from women regarding IVF. Some people were very surprised that they do IVF. Someone even said it to me that it was my video that made her know that you can actually do IVF in Italy. It will shock you that IVF is not just for couple with infertility or couple that are struggling to conceive. People do IVF because of gender selection. People do IVF because they did BBL and they don't want to, destroy their body. They want to do surrogacy. So sometimes when you see people in fertility clinic doing IVF, it's not because they are facing infertility. So IVF is not just for couple that are struggling to conceive. In IVF in 2024 and you are confused, you don't know how to start, where to start, what to do, this video is for you. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing everything you need to know using my own journey, my 3 failed IVF, to educate and enlighten you. Please like this video, please share. It's going to be a long one, but trust me, it's going to be worth every of your time.
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go.
In natural conception, a man and a woman come together, sleep together, and they get pregnant. But in IVF, the doctor will bring the woman's egg. It is called egg retrieval, and the man will donate his sperm, his specimen, and they will put it together. It will fertilize and form an embryo which will be transferred back to the woman. This is IVF. Yes, I know it sounds simple, but let me tell you, this procedure is so expensive, draining, emotionally draining. It comes with a lot of stress, a lot of time, a lot of you have to be prepared before doing it. But let me tell you, yes, I did not have a success story with IVF, but I know a lot of people that have had success story and they are still having success story, and that is one of the reasons why I'm sharing this information with you. So now you know how IVF is being done. Let's talk about how to do IVF. In my own case, I was seeing, first of all, I saw a gynecology that was, I think my doctor recommended for me. After some years, I wasn't getting what I wanted, the answers I want. Someone that we met recommended a private gynecologist, and that woman has a lot of success story. It was like 1 hour from my city, so we started seeing the woman. The woman started trying a lot of tests, find out some things about me, started treatment, did the one that she can, which wasn't working. She felt that this one was beyond her, and she now referred me to fertility clinic. Fertility clinic is different from private gynecologists. There are people that are trained for fertility. She sent me to those people, but she really tried. She was even the person that started giving us the answers we wanted. She started finding out some certain things that even helped the journey. So when she sent us to the fertility clinic, we went there. They screened us, gave us papers to go for tests. They wrote some tests for us, which I'm still coming to that. We went. You pay with your money that test, and it's a lot of tests. If you have anybody that have gone through IVF that is close to you, they will tell you a lot of tests is involved, and not just for the woman, both of you together. So that was how my journey started. And when my gynecologists were sending me there, it wasn't because she had IVF in mind, but after they screened me, checked a lot of things, they were the ones that said you need IVF. Okay, there are 2 ways to do IVF in Italy. they have private hospital, and they have government hospital. Now let me tell you how government hospital work here when it comes to IVF. I've heard a lot of people say that IVF is free in Italy with government hospital. Coming from somebody that have experienced infertility journey in Italy, I think I'm one of the right people to tell you the right information that you need to know. In government hospital, if you are working or your husband is working, the government will split your IVF money with you. Like for example, 50-50. Baby there, thank you. When it comes to IVF drugs, the same thing. They are going to give you some drugs and you people will buy some drugs. So that is how it's been done in Italy with government hospital. They pay 50% of your IVF treatment and you and your partner pay 50%. And I think with government hospital, you can do up to 6 rounds of IVF. Yes. When you start steaming, when they start steaming you, there's something that is called steaming in IVF. Steaming you, preparing your egg to be mature so that they can retrieve it. You will be going to the hospital every two days. You will go today, tomorrow you will not go, the next day you will go. So all the scan, and is for them to be checking your egg, how it's growing. All the scan, you and your partner will pay for it. Sometimes it can be 50 euro, 40 euro, just that amount. And steaming can take from 10 days to 21 days depending on how your body is responding. In my own case, my own always take like 12 to 14 days, 12 to 14 days. This is just one cycle. If the cycle fail, you will start afresh. Now you know how government hospital work. If you are working in Italy, you have your document, you are eligible to it. One disadvantage of doing it in government hospital is because the government is helping with some percentage, you will be in waiting list. There is something that is called waiting list. You don't just come into the hospital and they will start IVF. No, and the waiting list is from like 1 year upwards. From 1 year you will expect that they call you. So with government hospital, they are the ones that will determine when you can do it. Even when if God forbid though, you did the first one and it failed, you won't just walk into the hospital and say, I want to do another one, or call them that you want to do another one. Even if you call them that you are still interested, they will ask you to wait. They will be the ones to call you and tell you when to do another one. So because there are other people on the list. But with private hospital, you can do whenever you want because you are paying the full money. Nobody will tell you you have to be on the list. So that is one thing with private hospital. Private hospital, you pay 100% of the money and you have the choice to tell them when you want to do it. If the first one failed and you want to do another one next month, is your money. You see the difference between government hospital and private hospital. The most common question I always get from people is, Ozzy, how much do I need for my IVF treatment in Italy? And to be honest with you people, I cannot tell you the price. I cannot tell you how much you will spend because IVF treatments depend on your situation, depend on your case. So my case is different from your case. We can be doing IVF in the same hospital together the same period of time, but the money I'm paying might be bigger than yours, or yours might be bigger than my own because our cases might be different. So you understand how it works. The treatment they will be using for me might be different from the ones they will be using for you. My drugs might be higher in price, yours might be lower because of your case. For example, couple with unexplained infertility, like there is no issue but they are not able to conceive. When they go to do IVF, what is being done for them is just the basic IVF because there was no issue dictated. But with someone with, you know, medical issue, maybe PCOS, fibroid, endometriosis, you know, all these things, it can be a lot. IVF price is different and it depends on your case. It's expensive, but you can afford it. It's affordable, especially if it's something you desperately want. Like, you won't even mind, you can even save for it, like decide to save for it. Italy is considerate when it comes to fertility treatment. That's why, you know, they are doing all these things they are doing. So you are going to pay money, hundreds of euro, thousands of euro, but it's not that much that you cannot afford it if you really want a baby. So I cannot tell you how much. I can't even calculate the exact amount that we paid for each cycle, because like I said, you can come today, your scan will be 50 euro, they can give you this drug, like it's just everywhere. Like my second IVF was the most expensive IVF for us, because when I was doing that round of IVF, there's this drug that they wrote for us and we bought it with our money. That drug job is to prevent you, when you are steaming, to prevent your body from ovulating. So that drug was 50 euro per dose. It was injection, so they wrote it for us to be injecting every 2 days. So I will inject it today, tomorrow I will not, next tomorrow I will. So it was added to that round of IVF and it made that cycle very, very expensive. Imagine, like 14 days, 15 days, 16 days, every 2 days you are buying 50 euro of drug. That is not the only drug you are using. You have all that injection that you are using. So when it comes to IVF, I cannot tell you the exact price. I don't even know the exact price that we paid. But one thing I know, if you people really want it, if you people really, you know, desire it to, you know, go through that route, is affordable, you can do it. If you don't know what to do again, just save for 1 year, save, and you can do it. And when I was doing IVF, it was just my husband, because like you people know, I'm not working, and during those times I was doing IVF, I was not active on social media. I wasn't even making money on social media because I was just focusing on doing IVF. So but we did it. So if we can, you can also do it. So there are two types of IVF. I know a lot of people don't know this. I didn't even know it before. It was when I started my own journey that I got to find out. There is something, I think it's called ICI. You know, normal IVF, they will bring the egg and the man's sperm, put it inside that plate in the lab, and it will fertilize on its own. Like they leave it to fertilize on its own. Sometimes you can get like if you are so fertile, your body is so fertile, your man is so fertile, there is no issue. Some people can have like 15 embryos, yes. But in my own case, what I did was that, I think it's ICI, and what they do is, instead of leaving the egg and the sperm to fertilize on their own, they assist. The scientists will assist, like they will bring it together, they will pick the best among, they will bring it together and mix it. And this procedure is more expensive. So you see why I tell you that I can't even tell you how much my own cost, because my case is different from yours. So it is IVF, it's just that instead of leaving the egg and the sperm to fertilize on their own, they will assist. And maybe they did this because of how many years we have waited and, you know, everything. So they did it for the 3 cycles, for the 3 rounds of IVF that I did. They did it for us. So I think mine is very, very expensive. So imagine, guys, putting this effort, putting in this money, and it failed. The first one failed, we were very shattered. The second one failed, we were very shattered. The third one failed, we were very shattered. But you know what? We failed in the journey, Doctors tried, they failed, but Jesus did not fail. Jesus came through for us. And you that is watching me, that is believing and trusting God, I don't know how many rounds of IVF that you have done. Maybe your own has failed. I want to tell you that Jesus will not fail. Or maybe you are about to go through this journey, that my own fail doesn't mean your own will fail. You will go there and you will succeed. If that is the will of God for you, if that is how God wants it, if you step there, you will go there and you will carry your twins. In fact, twins loading. You will go there and you will conceive twins, and you will come back and tell me, Ozzy, after watching this video, I was motivated, I went, I did it, and I got my twins, and we will dance together. So there are two ways of IVF transfer. There is something that is called frozen and fresh transfer. I know I'm everywhere, like this video is not well arranged. I know you will get something from it. There's something that is called fresh and frozen transfer. When the egg and the sperm fertilize, they become an embryo. After 5 days or 6 days, they will freeze it and ask you to go. When you are ready, or when they feel your body is ready, they can call you to come and do transfer. That one is called frozen transfer. They do it when maybe during the egg retrieval, your body was, you know, damaged, not damaged, but like you were bruised, you are in a lot of pains, you are not strong enough for transfer, or maybe you are not even ready, you just want to do to get your embryo. They freeze it. But in my own case, I did fresh transfer for all my IVF. So immediately they fertilize the egg. After 5 days, they always call me. I think the first one I did 3 days transfer. Second one, I think I did 5 days or 6 days. I think another one was 4 days, but I did fresh transfer. Mine was not frozen. Before this transfer, you have to do egg retrieval. After steaming is preparing your body, preparing your egg to mature. When the egg is properly mature, they will take you into the theater, put you to sleep. I did it 3 times. That's why I told you people that IVF is a lot, and they will retrieve the egg. It's a kind of painful. It's not like that too painful, but when you wake up, you will start feeling pain for like 2 to 3 days. So that is one of the reasons sometimes if they feel that the pain is too much, your body is not strong enough, they can freeze your embryo. But if they feel that your body, you are strong, they will do fresh transfer, except you are not ready, or maybe you have a lot of embryos. They can freeze it for you. But in my own case, I always start afresh, like steaming afresh, egg retriever again, transfer again. If this one fail, I will start from the start. But if you already have embryo that is being kept for you, if your embryo fell, you will come back and they will just put you on progesterone for some time to prepare the lining of your womb. When they see that the lining is very strong, ready to accept the baby, you will come. It takes like 1 week, 2 weeks. They will call you to come and do transfer. But if you don't have any embryo that was already kept in the fridge, when you come back to do another one, you will start from the beginning, and that was my case. If you see any woman that is going through infertility, maybe in your church, in your family, around you, just be kind. They might not tell you, but you don't know what they are going through. So all those while you people saw me coming out here, dancing, smiling, I was going through all this. That's why sometimes you will see me 1 month I'm not on YouTube. I was just focused because we wanted a child, even though it was not successful. But let me tell you, in the same hospital that I was going and it was not successful, people were going there and they were getting pregnant with twins. Like, it was one of the best hospitals regarding to IVF. My own did not work I don't know why. I just feel now that is the will of God, is how God wants it. Maybe God just wants to prepare me for ministry. He wants me to be experienced regarding to all those things. Because if I didn't pass through all those things, I won't be here sharing this information with you guys. So I hope I'm not forgetting anything regarding this IVF. Another thing I want to say is during IVF procedure, you need your partner. You need your partner. It's not something that both of you will go to the hospital, they will write all those drugs, give you all those injections, because there is a lot of injection for the woman. Like if your IVF is successful, you will do injection from the beginning of IVF to when you test positive, then to the next 3 months you'll be injecting yourself. But because mine is always failing, it's funny, yes, so I only do injection from the beginning to when I'm supposed to test positive, and we'll find out that it's negative. They will ask me to stop the injection. So it's a lot of injection. I remember the first day we went to the hospital, they gave us all the drugs. They told my husband to assist me with injecting myself, but when we got home, my husband couldn't give me the injection. But let me tell you, he was there. For one day, I did not prepare the injection myself. Like I did not start all those mixing, because there's a lot of mixing. And one thing about IVF injection is, if you are doing it by 7, you must do it by 7. It's not something that you will do today 7, tomorrow 8, tomorrow 9. You don't. 10 minutes late is considered a big error. So how we used to do it is, I think we used to do our own by 7. Once it's like 6:55, my husband will go into the room and prepare it, mix it, bring it out, and call me, and I will just... The first day I was waiting for my husband to inject me, he couldn't, and I just took it from him and inject myself, because I got to do it. My husband couldn't inject me. I did it myself, all the IVF that I did, but he was there to do all the mixing, all the... in fact, he did everything. My duty was just to put it inside my stomach. There were times that we'll be driving on the road, because it's something that you have to be like very careful with the time. You don't miss the time. There were times we'll be driving, maybe we were driving to the hospital, because the hospital we did it was like 1 hour away from us. And when you start, you have to be going to hospital every 2 days. There were times that we'll be going to the hospital, we'll park on the road because it's time, and I will inject myself inside the car. Listen, IVF comes with a lot of emotion, a lot of time. Imagine my husband was working, but he had to be in every appointment. He was the one taking me. So you have to prepare yourself. If you need to inform your working place, see, oh, I'm doing this, because your time will be needed, your money, your emotion. You need to be prepared. IVF comes with a lot. But one thing I want to tell you is that a lot of people are succeeding with IVF every day. There are couples that have waited for 30 years, and one IVF try, they got twins, they got triplets. So please, if IVF is what you need, go for it. Go for it. If you need to save money, if you need to cut down on some expensive just to do it, do it. And not because you see that my friend did it, it did not work. Your destiny is different from your friend destiny. Just go for it. You might be one of those people that the first try you will have your triplets, and we'll be here to celebrate. And maybe you are watching this video, you don't have the means, there is no way you can do it. I want to tell you that Jesus can do it. Jesus did it for me. We had the means to do it. I was even ready to keep doing, even when my body was broken, when my body was shattered because of constant IVF back to back. But when doctors failed, Jesus came true for me 3 months after the 3rd one failed, and Jesus smiled and gave me the most beautiful, loving princess ever that makes us so happy. So I want to encourage you, if you don't have the money, if you don't have the means, if you have tried IVF so many times it's not working, hold on to God. His word said that none shall be barren in the land, and that word is for you and I. you will not be barren. With or without IVF, you will have your baby. Guys, I don't know, in case if I'm forgetting anything, maybe I will try and chip it inside my vlogs, my video. I hope I've covered some information. I need to round up before my baby wakes up. If you still have any question regarding this video, regarding this topic, please leave it in the comment section. I will try and answer in my video. You just have to be attentive and make sure your notification is always on, so that when I put video, come and watch it and know if I answered your question in that video. I just hope I've covered everything I want to cover. Please share this video in your church group, share this video in your Facebook or your WhatsApp. You don't know who needs it. A lot of people came to my channel because one of my subscriber is not, the person is not looking for a baby but felt that my video will be helpful, and they shared it to them and they came and they are blessed. Please share this video. You don't know who needs it. A lot of people are not even aware that you can do IVF, and if you are in another European country and you feel no, I think you are going to pay full even with government hospital if you are not resident in Italy. Yes, but like if you are in Italy, you have been trying for years, you don't even know that they do IVF, this is the right time for you to take that move. Go and see your doctor and take it from there, and I know that it's going to be a successful one. So guys, please like this video, share, and I'm going to see you in my next one. For now, bye. This thing you are seeing here is the drugs I use for my IVF. I still have some, like this one. I think this one was not used. This is like thousands of euros. I asked my husband to go to the garage and help me bring it out. Since I got pregnant and we moved here, I packed it inside the garage. Like, this is injection drugs. If you are familiar with IVF, you will know this one. You know this one. This is, they use this one for steaming. This one is the main gaga. They use it for steaming to prepare your egg. See, this is a lot. This thing you see, camera is not even doing justice. This is hundreds and thousands of euros. I just thank God for what He did in my life. Like, all these things you are seeing are injection I have used on myself. Look at all these things. They are more than 500. Like, IVF, infertility. It wasn't an easy journey. I remember, guys, when I used to inject myself every day. Like, I sometimes 3 times a day. It ended with praise. That is the most important thing, and yours will end with praise. Look at, let me go and pack it. I'm not going to discard this. It's always going to be here with me. It's part of my journey, it's part of my story. Like, whenever I look at this, I will remember what the Lord has done. Like, I can't, for when I was even doing it and it was failing, I didn't for one day even try throwing it away. I said I'm going to keep it. One day I'm going to be using it. If you come to my house and you are crying, I will bring it for you and tell you I went through this, and after, God remembered me. God will remember you. God will remember you. Look at, let me go and keep it. Bye, guys.
I have seen the Lord's goodness